Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your saw machine man, and we're looking at a Viking Husqvarna Lily 535. Well, a lovely little machine. It's a shame that it's just plastic fantastic. When I say plastic fantastic, I mean every place they could possibly find to put plastic on this machine, there's plastic. You know, me and plastic, we don't really have a mutual admiration society going along. I don't talk to plastic much. I don't talk to me, but if I could talk to plastic, I'd say, you know, plastic, I'm not a big fan because it breaks. Here's, I taped this on because it came in with this just laying in the case with it because the hinges are broken off because they're plastic. I think they're in here. Plastic hinges that keep that thing in check. Where are they at? Yeah, they go on here, you know, like so. And of course, they go in there and they're broken. Because they're always broken. I get these all the time and they're broken. Can you fix this? Nope, it's plastic, it's broken. I can't help you, doggone it. There was a guy the other day that made a comment, you don't like any machines, you just hate all sewing machines. I thought, wow, you must have seen me reviewing a Viking. Husqvarna Lily 535, plastic. Usually they come in with this little guy back here broken off. This is the lifter lever. The lifter lever assembly back here. Believe it or not, it is a great big flat piece of plastic, and it is so delicate, so dainty. I've seen a half dozen of these broken smooth off, and people have rigged up little things to make them work, to raise and lower their press of foot. That's sad. Of course, this is plastic to handle. They break off like crazy because when it's cold, you grab them and they just snap. Plastic, plastic, all plastic. What's really sad on these is when you have a bobbin winder that is over here, it's plastic with plastic, and these are broken off quite often. You got to be very delicate with them, pushing this down and locking it over because it will snap completely off. So if you get it together and, you know, what's left of this thing, you know, I service it, and what's left of it will sew. I mean, you know, it's got this funky reverse button here that you can barely feel. It's got this little tiny little tab in there with this little piece of membrane over it, and you can barely feel it. You got to get right on it to make it reverse. Of course, it's got a lot of electronics in it. I don't think the electronics are its problem. I think the fact that the machine's got all this plastic going on. I've never been a big fan of the Husqvarna Viking because they do everything to the absolute minimum, in my opinion. They just don't go out of their way to make a quality, robust machine. They're dainty, they're delicate, they're plastic, and people spend good money for these things. I get one of these things used, they're listed online for like $400, $500, $600. But there's a following of people that Viking Husqvarna, they think they're just the greatest thing in the world, made in Sweden, and oh my gosh, that must be good. They probably have a Volvo in the driveway, and at least that's a pretty decent car. But I'll tell you right now, I'm not a fan of the Viking Husqvarna. And the folks that have these, maybe they went to a place and got a real nice sales pitch from somebody who, made in Sweden, there you go. Somebody who put a pretty impressive sales pitch together. These are the ones that have the drop feed with the little pin in the back that causes a problem. So I encourage people, if you have one of these, you know, be dainty with it, be delicate. Don't sew on anything that's going to challenge it in the least or something will break. But if you have a chance to get one of these for the kind of money they're asking for this, you can get a good used vintage classic Kenmore or Singer and have probably a matching amount left over. I mean, you can get a good Singer 401A or a Kenmore, you know, 158 series front load 15 class. $300-400, you can get the best one out there, or maybe get one for a couple hundred and have somebody like me tune it up, and you'll have a machine that'll absolutely sew anything for as long as you want it to. But if you see one of these online, you see one of these in a shop, just remember that they're plastic, lots of plastic, and the plastic is connected to plastic, surrounded by plastic. That's why we call them plastic fantastic. Here's the king of the plastic fantastic, Husqvarna Viking Lily 535. Skip it. Thanks.